In other news, the Obama administration said today that the government's financial rescue plan, known as TARP, is going to cost the government $200 billion less than first projected. The nation's banks are paying back the taxpayer bailout loans much faster than projected. The government doesn't get $200 billion windfalls very often. So right away, there's a debate on how to spend the money. Jake Tapper is at the White House tonight. Jake?
Good evening, Charlie. Well, that's right. And President Obama today talked about using some of that money for job creation, igniting a fierce debate.
In August, the Obama administration estimated the cost of the Troubled Asset Relief Program, or TARP, to be $341 billion. But in a report issued to Congress today, officials say TARP will cost significantly less, $141 billion.
TARP has turned out to be much cheaper than we had expected, although not cheap.
That's going to create very substantial resources for the President and the Congress to devote to the immediate priorities of the country.
What can be done with this $200 billion? Today, the President said that in addition to paying down the deficit, he might use the money to help small businesses hire.
They cannot get the loans that they need to make capital investments that would allow them to then expand employment. And so that's a particular area where we might be able to make a difference.
Republicans say the money should only go towards reducing the deficit.
For this president or this Democratic Congress to propose using TARP funds for anything other than deficit reductions is simply a violation of the law.
We've got hundreds of billions of dollars there that is being used as a slush fund by Secretary Geithner and the Obama administration.
While officials tell ABC News that the report also states that TARP should ultimately turn a profit of roughly $20 billion for money invested in banks and returned, it could lose roughly $60 billion total from riskier investments in insurance giant AIG and U.S. automakers.
$700 billion in TARP funds. How much are the American people going to get back, do you think?
You're going to see the substantial risk of losses still ahead, although a fraction of what we initially estimated.
And Charlie, tomorrow President Obama will give a major address on jobs in which he'll talk about this issue. Charlie?
Jake Tapper at the White House tonight. Thanks to you.